All right, welcome back to Deep Dive with Dr. Fitz. I'm your host, Dr. Sean Fitzpatrick, Superintendent of Schools here in the Schuylkill Haven Area School District. And this is Season 3, Episode 16, a special edition of Deep Dive as we promote the big holiday concert in our high school. Let's meet our special guest, Elizabeth Krause to my right, Miss Biggs to my right, Maya Jenkins, and Cooper Marks to my left. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Thank you.
We're pumped. We are recording this literally in the final hour of the day. Like, you should be resting your voices. I'm probably doing something very bad here by interviewing you right before a big show, but we are pumped up because it is holiday concert in the Zwerling Auditorium tonight, which is December 4th. Free admission, 7 p.m. Selections from our high school concert band and our choir to kick off the holiday season. So be there tonight. Let's get into the show, though. Let's talk about this big one. It's concert day. How's everyone feeling right now? A little nervous, a little excited, or a little of both? What do you think?
A little bit of both.
A little both?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. Rest your voices. Be very cautious in your responses and again, save those voices, right? So the vibe. What's the vibe like in the music wing today? Miss Biggs, how about you on that one?
Well, the snow day definitely threw us for a little bit of a loop. So we had a last minute choir practice today because they missed their final practice on stage. But now that that's done, I think we're just ready for tonight. I hate to say like get it over with because it's not that, but just it's another one of those like you've worked so long for it that, you know, you're waiting for that moment.
So we threw in a snow day, an extended holiday break, then a snow day, and then a 2-hour delay on top of that. Boy, I really messed up your schedule, didn't I?
It's okay.
Safety first, though. Let's talk to Maya and Cooper because you guys are juggling both band and chorus. So what do you enjoy most about being part of both ensembles? Cooper, how about you on this one?
My favorite part is just being able to do both things that I like. I love singing and playing instruments, so it gives me an opportunity to do both.
What instrument are we going to hear you play?
I play both percussion and I'm also playing the baritone.
Cool. I always wanted to bang the cymbals. Do you remember, you don't have to say a name, but there was a couple years ago when those cymbals were next level.
Yes, I know exactly who you were talking about.
And
yes.
that was maybe my favorite part of the show. If you came into that show slightly exhausted and maybe your eyes were starting to waver just a bit, those cymbals were guaranteed.
Pretty sure the song was a Fiddler on the Roof medley. Yep, I can picture
guaranteed to wake you up and bring you back to life in any given moment. I remember that very well. Maya, let's talk to you, though. What do you enjoy most about being both ensembles?
I love music. So the fact that I can apply myself in more than just one way, and then it kind of teaches you how to read music. So it kind of helps you, apply yourself.
Is that challenging to go from the singing to the playing, or not so much?
I don't have trouble because I read the same clef for pretty much everything. So once you get to learn one, it's kind of just oh, well, now I know what this is supposed to sound like.
Gotcha. All right. Cooper, you ready? One holiday piece that you're performing tonight that you are especially pumped up to perform.
Probably Hark the Herald Tuba Sing. It's a pretty fun one.
All right. How about you, Maya?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yep.
All right.
Fun fact, they are both playing their secondary instruments on that one. So the fact that they're excited about that is awesome.
That's very cool. All right, so we're ready for that. Elizabeth, let's talk to you now. So what drew you to join chorus? Because this is really exciting to have you up on stage and singing in front of family and friends tonight. What drew you to chorus?
Well, ever since I was a kid, I loved singing. So back in 3rd grade when we had Little Hurricanes, with Mrs. Everett, I joined the second I could. I was really excited. And then when I hit middle school, I joined the normal middle school choir with Mrs. Capella. So when I eventually made my way up to the high school in 8th grade, I joined the high school choir with Miss Biggs. I'd say I think what keeps me passionate about singing is I really like getting to sing all sorts of different songs. I've sung songs that aren't even in a different language and just I don't understand a word I'm singing, and yet I do because I know what I'm doing with my voice. So it's
and the emotion behind it.
The emotion behind it.
So, and now you can turn on the television. There's so many shows about singing, the voice talent shows and the talented artists that we have on this planet right now. I'm not a really big Taylor Swift fan, but you can't deny she is incredible. And to think that, she was right here from, our area and now is entertaining the entire world with her talents. So great response down there, Elizabeth. Good. All right. What's your favorite piece or moment in this year's holiday concert?
I have two favorite pieces. I'd say it's White Winter Hymnal because I think the harmonies with that are really cool. And I know some of our students that are in our choir class get to do this cool little hand thing. I don't know exactly what it is because I don't do that, but I think it's really neat when they do it. And I think another favorite of mine is Oh Holy Night, which is at this point a tradition. I think it's really cool. Right at the end when the sopranos, they get to hit their really high note. I think it's a very powerful moment.
Awesome. I'm listening, to some radio now, and you're hearing all of the mainstream artists with their holiday music now, whether it's the Mariah Carey songs, Taylor Swift songs, Justin Bieber, and right down the line. Does chorus feel a little different around the holidays? Does it feel just a smidge more special?
Sort of, yeah, because I'm a big Christmas fan. I count down the days, starting in August. So usually when I get home from rehearsal, I'm thinking I should probably listen to Christmas music now, and I can help practice. It just gets me in a Christmas spirit, and I gets as we get closer and closer to the concert, I think we're getting closer to Christmas. This is a good thing.
You can actually see her getting amped up. Are you watching this? You see her she's literally getting more and more pumped up. So who do you think my favorite old school Christmas artist is? I listen to this guy's music. I'll give you that one hint. It's a male artist. And let's just say he's got a really deep voice and pretty fun to listen to. Who do you think my favorite Christmas album would be sung by?
I don't know, Frank Sinatra?
You're very close. That is number 2 for me, but you know who we're going with.
When you said old school, I was going Bing Crosby.
You were thinking really old school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I love hearing Elvis Presley sing Christmas music.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because the first song in our choir portion is Blue Christmas. So maybe we did that just for you without knowing it.
Maybe. You should just take credit for that. Say you've done that. All right, good. Let's talk about the concert. We don't want to give too many surprises away here, but what can the audience look forward to in tonight's show? Who wants to take that one?
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
So I think we can look forward to a lot of fun. We have some really cool pieces, a lot of fun instruments that we brought out this year, a lot on the stage. So there's a lot to look forward to.
So this is date night for me. I'm excited. My wife is pumped because she actually was talking about the concert last night at our school board meeting. So she's ready to be here tonight too and loves a good concert. How about you?
Yeah, honestly, a lot of people picked up a lot of new instruments recently for the concert. I myself, I'm playing 3, Levi's playing 2, Cooper's playing 2. A bunch of people are picking up a bunch of new instruments.
Great.
And I think it's really good to see that talent displayed.
I love that too. I wish I could just play one instrument. That's my goal.
Well, we'll keep that in mind for maybe we'll put you on the cymbals for the spring concert.
I could do it.
We'll
Put me
pick
in,
a song
coach.
specifically for that special cameo.
I think I can do this. I do. All right, Elizabeth, how about you?
Well, I think I brought up with White Winter Hymnal, we did there's some hand percussion. We do hand percussion for 2 songs. It's not really hand percussion. It's more just body percussion in general. That's what so I know that we've been working hard to finally get our hands and feet in time with our voices because it can be difficult sometimes, but yeah, I'm excited for that.
Well, I'm always amazed how Miss Biggs manages to get our marching band to sing or to play and march at the same time. That, to me, is impossible. I would make a fool of myself if I tried to do that. But I'm going to come back to Miss Biggs for this question. What's your favorite moment in this year's performance?
I think first for band, I think it is the fact that we do have band as a class now during the school day, and so we have a few students who otherwise wouldn't have been able to attend after-school rehearsals who are participating in concert band. So we have a couple of football players, people who have other after-school commitments that now that it's back into school day has opened up this opportunity for them. So it's amazing to see new faces on stage and them getting a chance to reconnect with music where they maybe hadn't had the opportunity to before. I think with transitioning, we had a stellar football season and we were with them every step of the way, but it also meant multitasking and doing marching band and concert band at the same time. So we had a bit of a shorter period of time for concert band, and I'm really proud of what they are going to put on stage tonight, knowing that they didn't have maybe as many rehearsals as we might have. And I think they can be really proud of that. For choir, I think I'm with Elizabeth. I really love the body percussion, and I think it's really cool to see that. One of our songs is completely a cappella. There's no musical accompaniment whatsoever, and that in itself can be a challenge, and they've really risen to that challenge.
So I was walking by the piano lab today, and I think, was Aislinn Hook in one of your classes?
Yes, she was.
She was laser focused. I mean, I was watching as I walked by and like locked in, completely locked in. I don't think anyone watching realizes for a small school what an incredible music offering we have from our elementary program. And you mentioned being a little hurricane with Miss Everett back in the day. And I mean, we have a dynamic elementary program there. Our middle school continues to just impress the heck out of me. They just did a fall musical, and that's something that I think was long overdue. A year ago, we made that decision to have a fall musical, so it spreads it out a little more and gives more opportunities for kids. But what you're doing in the high school is incredible to me. When I walk by a band room that's filled with kids, and then an hour later the piano lab is filled with kids, and you just kind of move around. We got to get you some roller
Nobody
skates.
can ever find me.
No,
I just
probably
hide.
better that way. So, you should be very proud, and I'm so pumped for tonight. All right, let's end this on something fun.
Sure.
I want to hear something funny, something that happened at a practice, something that made you laugh, or you went home and told your family about. Does anybody have a story they can share? It's fun to learn the behind the scenes stuff. Is there anybody that we're going to see tonight that behind the scenes keeps you on your toes?
I think the entire low brass section is a wild card.
That's great description. The wild card of the concert. I think that is great. We should have T-shirts made for them.
They're the whole back row, so if you're looking for them, they're all across the back up top.
So eyes out for the low brass tonight. And is that TJ Adams still singing and entertaining up there on that stage? Yeah, I'm actually gonna miss this. This is one of those kids too, TJ, that has seemingly gotten involved in so much in our school that I've watched him in the musicals, I've watched him in choral concerts. Of course, I've watched him performing outside Majestic Theater now. So
that's
it. Let's a shameless plug for Majestic Show, if you don't mind.
Sure. So the weekend before Christmas, December 19th, 20th, and the 21st. I hope I got that right. Yep. Myself, Mr. Bates, one of our history teachers and an alumni of the music program, TJ Adams, Anthony DiGregorio, Julia, maiden name is Schultz, but Medina is her married name. We are all performing in the Majestic Theater's production of Holiday Inn. We are having an absolute blast, but if you can imagine, we are about 2 weeks out from the show, so crunch time is happening. Tech Week is upon us, and the stress is starting to creep in along the edges, but we're having a lot of fun. We're tap dancing, we're singing amazing holiday songs like Holiday Inn and White Christmas and Easter Parade, and there's a ton of dancing, and it's a family-friendly show, so it's 7 o'clock on Friday and Saturday and 2 p.m. on Sunday.
All right, we think that's like 18th, 19th, did you say? 19th, 20th, 21st?
Yeah, whatever that weekend is right before Christmas.
Gotcha.
I want to say it's 19, 20, and 21, I think is the correct dates.
So that show's at the Majestic Theater. This show is tonight, free admission, 7 p.m., Zwerling Auditorium, December 4th. It's our great holiday concert. Let's end with one more question, because this is one I'm curious to hear the answer to. I'm going to go to each one of you on this one, too. you have the opportunity to talk to a younger student, let's just say a 7th or 8th grader who's coming to the high school next year. Maybe an 8th grader who's already in the high school but hasn't come out yet. Talk to that younger student and tell them why should they get involved in band or chorus. What do you think?
I think it gives you opportunity to do a lot more. I've made so many friends in band and choir, and I feel like it makes you a lot better of a person. Like, there's a lot you can do with it that applies to so many subjects, and it's just a good addition to your life.
Good. How about you?
I mean, first, I'd say that it is scientifically proven that musicians are more smart than other people.
Time out. That gets a bell ring. That is an absolute awesome response. Ring that bell. Go ahead.
But I'd also say, like, it gives you a lot of help. Like, you make a lot of friends, because when I was in 8th grade, I joined marching band, and I was terrified, but I made a lot of good friends. I made a lot of good influences. They helped me be the person that I am today. And they don't just help you in the music world, they help you with schoolwork. They help you with, like, your home life, everything. But also, you have musical talent, you apply it. Like, there's nothing stopping you from applying it. And it just makes you a better person, and it helps you, I think.
All right, if you're one of Mrs. Capella's students down at the middle school right now and you're curious about that, this is Miss Biggs. Let me introduce you. Miss Biggs, talk to those students and tell them why they should get involved when they get to the high school next year.
And we do a recruiting day where we go down, some of our high school officers and students from both the band and the choir go down and do meet with Mrs. Capella's ensembles and try to encourage them to get involved early on. We do tend to miss a lot of people in 8th grade in that switch from the middle school to the high school. And I know that there's a whole big world of other clubs and activities and opportunities, but if it's something that you enjoy doing, I am extremely flexible with schedules. We will help make it happen, make it work, so that you can try to be involved in as many things as you can. I know that time management can sometimes be tricky, but like these other two have said, it's a life skill that you will apply in other areas of your life later on. I know it might seem scary to approach a teacher, but I promise I am not scary. So just come and talk to me or talk to one of the other students. I always love seeing on social media where it says you can do both. And I think we're a school district that proves that you can do both and you can do many things simultaneously, as long as you're willing to work with your coaches and your teachers and really put that time and effort in. So it is worth it. And the worst thing that happens is it's not for you, but at least you gave it a try.
That's right. Tell them, follow the science, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be smarter. Go ahead, wrap us up. What do you say to those younger kids?
Don't be shy and get involved. Like, I remember when I first joined, I was definitely a little nervous because I just went from middle school to now working with actual high schoolers. But even though at that point we didn't have many kids in there, they were still nice to me, and I'm very grateful that I did keep going with it, because now we have a lot of students, and I've met so many talented people through choir, and I'm really grateful that I still continue to do choir.
And she has auditioned and made our county chorus as well.
Well, congratulations. This is a great day. This is going to be a great night, by the way. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight, Zwerling Auditorium. You know how much it costs to get in tonight? Absolutely nothing. You want to make a donation? That's up to you. But we would love to see you at the Zwerling Auditorium tonight for our band and choral concert at the high school. Thank you all so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
I'm pumped. I'll be there tonight. We're going to cheer you on. Folks, be sure to like and share this episode. We are on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel. It's Deep Dive with Dr. Fitz, and tell everybody about these awesome students and teachers that make up our wonderful Schuylkill Haven Area School District. Great having you guys on the show. Share with your friends, by the way. Maybe you're not a YouTuber, you're more of a Spotifyer. We're on Spotify. We've got you covered there. And last but certainly not least, remember, make those positives so loud that the negatives are impossible to hear.